The Omega Speedmaster is an icon, but there's one major flaw that drove me to sell mine. To understand why I sold my Speedmaster, you have to understand why I fell in love with it. Yeah, it's a similar sort of why we all fell in love with it, but realistically, it's one of the best stories and one of the best love stories with watches. It's one of those ones where when you look up watch in the dictionary, you kind of feel like it should just be the Speedmaster. It all started in 1969, and NASA needed a chronograph for its astronauts. While Omega didn't specifically submit the watch to them, NASA definitely seeked them out, as well as Rolex and some other brands, trying to compare and contrast, going through rigorous testing through extreme temperature variation, humidities. But there was really just one watch standing after all that really the Speedmaster had to go against, the GShock. No, I'm just completely kidding. The GShock wasn't in that form and factor. It was really the Speedmaster that won it all and, took those hearts and ended up going to the moon, as we all know. So let's fast forward to the current Speedmaster. It comes in a manual wound movement. You can get it in a Heslite, you can get it in a sapphire sandwich variant. I was at a tough decision when I bought mine. I was gravitating towards the Heslite when I did get it, and it's really what won me over was that more muted look to it. The sapphire sandwich does feature a domed crystal, and it does have a crystal sapphire back as well, and it allows you to look into the movement. And that's one of those things that I didn't appreciate at the time, but after having a few watches and when I went to go look at one recently, it's a beautiful movement. It really can just pull you back in. So starting off with one of the biggest frustrations that I had that drove me to selling it was the bracelet itself. Coming from its price tag, the bracelet, it doesn't feel like it matches the price tag. I love the dial, but that bracelet, it gets snagged on hairs, and it feels a little bit sharp and a little bit cheap. Going to that second reason, it was the price. I mean, looking at an $8,000 watch or a $7,000 watch, we're starting to encroach on Rolex quality and Rolex pricing. I love Omega as much as the next guy. I just don't think a Speedmaster should be in that price category. In the modern day, though, I was up at the Omega boutique the other day, and I tried on one of the white on rubber Speedmasters, and I honestly fell back in love with it. That sapphire sandwich on the back really drew me in, and I just felt like it really fit on my wrist perfectly. It's kind of crazy how a 42mm watch just somehow fits on every wrist. Well, the big reason that I sold my old one last year was the comfort of it. The rubber strap, the white tile, the sapphire sandwich really drew me back in, and I might be looking into that for my next watch. Do you have an Omega? Let me know down below if you have a Speedmaster and if you do like it, or if you're not a fan of them, if you're more of a Daytona fan, or if there's another chronograph that you must have.